Hi, my name is Hiraj Trosian, product specialist at Yamaha. I am here at Sweetwater showing you the new PSR-A3000. The PSR-A3000 is a unique instrument. It features styles and voices from all over the world. Before I perform a few demos and to show the capabilities of the PSR-A3000, I'd like to tell you about some of the functionalities and features that the PSR-A3000 has. Number one, it has a TFT screen. Number two, it has a joystick, and also it's a programmable joystick. I'll demonstrate that in a bit. In real time, you have the section for micro-tune. So in real time, you can reach over the notes and detune them based on the style and the scale that you're actually about to play. It has many world-based styles, many world-based voices. In addition to the pianos and the guitars and the basses, there are actually a large section for world type of instrument, exotic instruments. It has 0.5 gig of flash RAM, which allows you to install new data, styles, and voices onto the instrument. For example, you can load actually Mexican styles and voices. You can load Chinese styles and voices. So it's a very capable instrument for the type of music or the genre of music that you're actually performing. In addition, you can assign audio to a multipad. So you can take any phrase that you record yourself or sample that you download, and you can assign it to a multipad. And I'll demonstrate how that's done in just a minute. So these are some of the basic functions and some of the new features in the PSR-A3000. Now, actually, I'm going to bring all that in context by playing some of the demos to show its capabilities in real time, which I think it's more fun. So first, let's talk about the joystick. As I mentioned, it's a programmable joystick. So here is an example of an oud that I'm going to use a joystick to perform some bend in the notes. So here's what it sounds like. Now, I can assign the joystick to be a filter cutoff. For example, if I use a synth lead voice, and I can use the joystick to actually move it up and down to create a resonance cutoff. So here's what it sounds like. So it depends on what you're playing. You can program that joystick for however you like to. The scale setting section on the instrument, which is shown here, allows you to, in real time, adjust the scale that you're playing. So here's an example of how I would use the scale converter to, in real time, adjust the scale that I'm playing on. In addition to the Western styles that the PSR-A3000 has, it also contains some exotic styles. Instead of describing what these styles are, I prefer to actually play some of the intros so you can get an idea to how amazing those percussion set will sound on some of these styles. Just remember, in addition, that is, to the internal Western styles, such as jazz, pop, rock and roll, etc., these styles will actually capture your imagination to create amazing music. So let's check some of them out. Here's another one. Here's a Persian style. and on and on. So there are many of these styles that are built into the A3000. To show some of the voices in the PSR-A3000, I chose a style, and within the style, I'm actually going to switch between 4 different voices. So this way, I maximize this demo's capability to show off 4 voices at once. You're going to hear the oud, a very classic Middle Eastern instrument, also a kanun, and an exotic Turkish clarinet. And finally, you'll hear a Middle Eastern string ensemble, which sounds different than the typical strings that you've heard. So in the demo, just pay attention to some of these voices, and I think you'll find them very interesting to listen to. So here's what it sounds like. As I mentioned, the A3000 has a built-in half a gig of flash RAM. And what that allows you to do is load new content from YamahaMusicSoft.com. These content some of them are amazing content. Here's an example. This is an Armenian instrument called the duduk. It's an exotic instrument. It sounds amazing, and here's what it sounds like. Using Yamaha Expansion Manager, you can download multiple of these packs and arrange them in any way you want to, and load into the instrument as many as half a gig allows you to do. So this instrument becomes very expandable, and those content include styles and voices. One of my favorite features of the PSR-A3000 is the ability to link an audio file or a sample to a multipad. So let me just do a demo of how this works. In addition, I chose one of the new DJ dance styles to check out. So let's check this out. So I'm going to put the USB drive in. Push select on the multipad area. Choose audio link. Choose one of the empty audio links right here. Choose a sample, and the sample is I Am Superman. And here's what it sounds like. I'm Superman. Cool. So now I can choose that sample anytime I want to. So imagine that sample could be anything that you have as an audio file from your DAW or whatever is it that you record yourself in person. So I can integrate the two together. Here's what it sounds like. So the possibilities of this capabilities is endless. Depends on what you want to bring into the instrument for you to play back via the multipads on the front panel. In addition to the exotic and world type of instrument and voices and styles that are in the PSR-A3000, the PSR-A3000 is a very capable instrument overall. So here's what a piano sounds like. Is an electric piano. Here's a guitar. And finally, here is one amazing Latin style, the cha-cha style. So here's what it sounds like. So as you heard, the PSR-A3000 is not only capable of playing world type of instrument and styles, it is also capable Western instrument, from rock and roll to dance to hip-hop, R&B, salsa, jazz, you name it. In addition to the right voices, you can play from flutes, pianos. So it is a very capable instrument overall for all kinds of music. But specifically, there is a section for the world music such as Arabic, Persian, Turkish, as well as the instrumentation that you heard. This was a quick look at the new PSR-A3000. For additional and specific information, please contact your Sweetwater sales engineer.